Hi, my name is Nuratika Bukizana Arifin and I'm from Selayang, Selangor. I'm currently studying pharmacy at KPTUC Nilai. One of my hobbies is reading. Here are some of the books that I've read. My favorite book is Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. It is a fantasy fiction genre. This book tells about a cafe in Tokyo that allows its customers to travel back in time as long as they return before the coffee gets cold. I love the storyline because it's not as cliche as other books. Other than reading, I also enjoy listening to music. My top genre is rhythms and blue, which is R&B. Jimmy Brown, BB, Dawn, and Dennis Caesar are my favorite R&B artists. Now, let's move on to fun fact about myself. Firstly, I am a coffee lover. I'm used to trying any type of coffee before, but since last year, whenever I went to the cafe, I would go for an iced Americano. Or sometimes, I go with black coffee. The difference between Americano and black coffee is that Americano contains single or double shot of espresso mixed with water, while black coffee is the same as other coffee but without cream or milk. Americano has strong flavor with low bitter note when you drink it compared to black coffee, which in Malaysia we call it as kopi or ice. Other than coffee, I do love spicy food. For me, food with spicy flavor is extra delicious. When I eat rice, I must add sambal tempoyak or sambal belacan or else my meal won't be complete. If there is no sambal tempoyak or sambal belacan, I would cut some chilies into small pieces and eat them with rice and other dishes. My mom always restock the chilies at our home because she knows her daughter loves spicy food. However, I know I must not eat spicy food too regularly because it can harm my stomach. So, I eat spicy food whenever I'm craving it or when I'm feeling down. For me, social media in college students' English writing skill can show either a good or bad influence. If we see the good side of it, people tend to share their thoughts on social media such as Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and so on. This platform can influence the students to start writing based on their thoughts in terms of poems or short captions. At the same time, it also can help the student to broaden their vocabulary used. I also experienced this when I scroll my Instagram reels where they use the word exasperating. I never heard that word before, so I looked it up and it turned out that exasperating is a synonym of annoying. Now, I have a new word added to my vocabulary. It shows that social media can also improve student writing skill. To strengthen this point, social media has been my inspiration for my poem. I may not be a good poet, but by looking at some example of poems, I can finish mine. As we all acknowledge, social media could also be a bad influence on college students' writing skills because the English language we use nowadays is not exactly like before. Why? It is because of too much slang use and it is common among college students. For example, BTW. It is a short form of by the way. From this, we can see there is no longer feel a need to remain professional regarding writing skills. The most obvious reason why social media shows a negative influence on college students, and I think everyone can guess it, which is it can cause distraction. We can't deny this fact because I myself as a college student have experienced this. It happened when I started to study or did research, and not so long after that, I was on a different tab. It could be either watching video from YouTube or TikTok, nor scrolling to Instagram or Twitter. In conclusion, social media has improved many aspects of how we write. We cannot avoid at all costs to prevent all the bad influence. We are already living in a modern lifestyle. Internet at our fingertip. Instead, we can reduce it by setting up screen time for less than 6 hours a day. This screen time is available no matter on iOS or Android phones. To lessen the slang use, we need to identify the receiver. If the text has to be sent to the lecturer, then we have to keep the language formality. As college students, with high morals and integrity, we should be able to differentiate between good and negative elements in social media. They need to be adapted to all good and leave the bad ones. That's all from me. Thank you for lending your ears and eyes to this video.